Welcome to The Great Escape.
I'm Jace.
And I'm Jode.
And we are 13 weeks into our life on the road.
Last week we finally sat down on the creator's couch to create our first ever YouTube episode and somehow lost all of our content, drone footage. Everything.
Cameras, drone footage. 3 months worth. So that's from Victoria, where we're from, right through to where we are now.
And the IT gurus tell us it's unable to be recovered, so that's it. All we have is memories. So now that we have finished being sad about losing all of that, we are moving on.
We do have a couple of odd photos on our phone, but it's not a lot, but we might throw up a couple of photos of a few places we've been that were really nice that we want to show you.
It is a very big shame because we have done some amazing things and seen some amazing places. And, we are 7,000 kilometres from home and we have had such a fantastic time. But from here on in, it's just as exciting. So we're hoping that you will stick with us and check a few things out with us. Come along and have a look. As we move on over time, we will be able to share with you stuff about our tow vehicle, what kind of caravan we chose, how we chose that, how we sort of went about...
how we actually came to hitting the road.
Yeah.
How we originally planned on, what put the thought into our head to hit the road, and it was something we've always sort of wanted to do, but yeah,
we've always wanted to hit the road, but life, you've got work, you've got kids, you've got family, you've got parents, there's, employment and other commitments. It's really hard to sever all those ties. You've got houses, you've got mortgage, so many different things. Just coming up with an idea and taking off, what do they call it? A midnight flit.
Doesn't quite work.
It doesn't quite work that way, and it certainly took us, I would suggest, 3 years from when we decided
at least, yep.
to... It's not just the planning, it was actually staging our financial situations, staging our commitments, putting it together.
We'll run through all... Yeah, in our next few videos, we'll run through how we actually did it, how we set our lives up to be able to do this. How we went from living and working in Melbourne to downsizing, getting everything sorted out in our lives to be able to hit the road. So we'll run through all that in future videos. So we're going to kick our videos off from Newman in Western Australia, which is
it's the start of the Pilbara. It's the end of the golden outback. Yep. And heading into the Pilbara. So that's
the footage. That was where we lost all our footage when we're just as we're at Newman, virtually when we're out at Calgan Pool. So all our footage will kick off from Calgan Pool, which was just out of Newman, and we'll go from there. But
first of all, I think we want to just express our gratitude to a whole range of YouTubers. We had started doing all these videos, taking photos for family and friends, and this whole scenario of losing everything and not being able to keep it, we thought if we had have thrown some things on YouTube, our memories would still be there. So we sort of have come out of this with a optimistic, and we know potentially isn't going to be as easy as it sounds, but we're going to start loading stuff onto YouTube to help save and preserve those memories. One other thing that was really important to our whole planning process was watching YouTubers, where they were traveling and what they were doing. Do you want to pass my magic book?
And one of the main reasons we want to also put on YouTube our travels are for our parents who are back in Victoria, all our friends and family and our children and all that sort of stuff, so that they can all keep up to scratch with where we are and what we're doing and all that sort of stuff without having to plaster everything all over Facebook every day and all this sort of stuff. At least if we put a video out each week of where we've been and what we've been up to, and that'll be for friends, family, and anyone else who's interested in what we're up to.
So what we ended up doing, once we'd started watching YouTube, we were taking notes, and we had notes and bits and pieces of different things in phones, your phone, my phone, notepads, all over the place. And what I did is I zipped off to an op shop, which I love op shops, and got this book, which still has its sticker, $4. So 4 years ago, I got this $4, 3-4 years ago, got that, and I was never ever worried that I was going to damage the book. But what we actually did...
What year is it?
I don't. It's old.
It's a pretty old book, so...
But what we actually did is every time someone did a YouTube video or did something, we would grab this book out and we would write in it. I started off with this colour coding thing of pink and blue with free camps and dump points and stuff like that, but then I forgot what my coding was, whether it was pink or blue. We started writing on it. Doesn't matter, this has been with us for so long. We write where we can get fuel from, so we know how many K's in between. We just write. This is just a book
of... It's a little bit of a diary type map book, isn't it? Because Jodie's like, for a couple of years leading up to our trip, we would watch a YouTube video on, we follow a couple of dozen different YouTubers that live full time on the road, and Jodie would just make little notes. So it's not really just all lines everywhere tracking where we want to go. There's actually little notes all through it, like a diary of what's where, wherever someone said it was great at this spot, so Jodie would write it in here. So it's virtually, we've used this more as a diary for writing into little spots along the way. So then when we actually sit down and say, rightio, we're going to do this leg, Jodie's notes are there from all our research, and we can say, oh, we can go in here, go in there. So I've kind of used it mainly like that, more so than an actual map book.
And also to going a little bit deeper into YouTube, we do definitely watch quite a few families and different people because we really like their content. But what we try and focus on mainly is people traveling, couples that are traveling with dogs. So then we can at least whenever we're looking at something and get our hopes up and it looks fantastic, that it is actually somewhere where we can go and have the dogs with us, or see examples of what they're actually doing with their dogs while they're doing those activities or whatever it might be. And I would hate to calculate how many hours we've actually sat watching YouTube. Crazy amount, but it was worth every minute because I feel we've come into this and we've had very, very few hiccups. Except for losing all our footage. However,
except for deleting everything that we've done for 13 weeks.
And we even had backup drives that we just never backed up to.
We've actually
brand
seen,
new.
and this is what hurts the most. We actually had a backup external hard drive SSD. So, because we've seen other YouTubers who have accidentally lost all their footage, and we thought, well, we'll have one which has got all that footage on it, and we'll have one as a backup. And every month we back that up to that one, so if we lose it on one, we've got it on the other. Well, that's still sitting there empty because we never backed anything up the whole time we're on the road. So that made it hurt that little bit more, knowing that we had the stuff there to actually back it up and didn't do it. So we definitely learned the hard way and learned a big lesson there. And we just got to make sure that we do these little things to...
And also too, this whole experience has helped us reset a little bit. Every single time we get in the car to take off from a campsite, we get 100 metres down the road and we go, damn, we forgot the mirrors to extend the mirrors out. So we are realising that for no reason whatsoever we were rushing. It didn't feel like we were, but we were. So we're starting to peg it down a little bit too.
Even like pack-up day. Running around because we're used to doing weekend trips and a week at a time, stuff like that, and having to get back for work and all this sort of stuff. So it was always like pack up days, always like pack up, come on, let's go and get out of here. But it's just silly. You just got to slow down. Got all the time in the world. Yeah, so.
And that's not easy to do. To actually disconnect from what life used to be like, to actually get out of that mindset that we've got to go back to work tomorrow, or I've got an appointment that I need to get to. Actually letting go of that schedule and allowing yourself to just stop and go, oh, it'll be right, I can do that tomorrow, the next day. That mindset's really hard to actually find. Yeah,
definitely.
So
but 3 months into it, and we're just starting to find a bit of a groove and work out that the way we've been doing it's just a little bit too quick, pushing it a little bit too hard. So we're just going to slow down a bit and spend the time. I mean, obviously you still do overnighters here and there where you need to, if you're in between two spots and all that sort of stuff, but when we actually get to a point of interest that we want to see, we just need to slow down and take our time instead of trying to punch through it and hit the road again.
We have started to gather up some interesting statistics and data, which I really love, numbers. So how many kilometres we've travelled, how much fuel consumption, how much it's cost for all sorts of accommodation, all of those things. We've got 3 months worth of data that we're going to try and present in a couple of different ways to get people.
Probably next episode we'll do a big data dump next episode, tell everyone what it's cost for the 3 months we've been travelling, what it costs, fuel, food, everything. Whole costs, how many kilometres we've travelled, all that sort of stuff, to give everyone a better idea of what it costs and how far you go and all that sort of stuff. You sit down.
Now, what are you going to do? This is where things get really exciting, because the Great Escape isn't just Jason Joe. It is also Angus, Gussie, and a whole lot of Rosie. This is our Rosie. Now, these two little stormtroopers have been out in a massive dust storm today. So Rosie is telltaling how ferocious the storm is out there, because she's normally a white dog.
She is filthy.
And we certainly love having the dogs with us. They provide us with so much entertainment, but they also cause us a range of stress related mornings, afternoons, evenings, and everything in between. So please keep in mind that these two rat bags are a part of our journey, and they will be featuring in so much of the stuff that we're doing. But they're not perfect angels, just like us. So we're.
And if you go onto our socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you'll see we do point of view posts every week or so of the dogs, which just sort of gives you an idea of like looking through the dog's eyes, what they're up to at the time. So that's worth a look.
It is indeed. So we're going to end our very first episode here because two little angels would like to have something to eat. Who would like a schmacko? Oh, I think everyone wants a smacko. So we will see you next week for our episode, whatever we are going to put together. I'm sure it will be exciting to see some of the Pilbara. And we'll get...
She's been a nightmare.
See what we have to contend with.
Stop licking.
It is...
Who's over here? Who's over here?
Oh my goodness.
Who's over there? Oh, look out. She's going to jump up. Oh, look out.
Oh, right. Don't put her on the kitchen table. My goodness. Over and out, everyone. This is getting out of control. Goodbye from the Great Escape.
See ya.
Bye.